Part 2. Oh. That was crazy. A man is thrown in jail for saying a woman tips the scale. It's true, a Swiss jail is where he's at for calling a lesbian fat. On Monday, a Swiss court sentenced writer and commentator Alain Soral to 60 days in jail for calling a female journalist, Catherine Mackerel, a, quote, fat lesbian. Here's her picture presented without comment. See? No comment. Soral was convicted of defamation, discrimination, and incitement to hatred after criticizing her in a Facebook video 2 years ago. Of course, LGBTQIA-LMNOP groups are applauding his jail sentence, calling it a victory against homophobic hatred. It's the Swiss court's harshest sentence since they gave the death penalty to a guy who said the sound of music sucked. But Soral showed no remorse, adding, in 60 days I'll be free, but you'll still be fat. He didn't... Kat, he really didn't say that. Oh. I know. That's fake news.
No, no, but like, do you hear what he did though? Like, all of you guys, like, you like this guy now. Like, he's like a martyr now. It's never been easier to be a martyr. He just called someone a fat lesbian, which could have just like gone by and everybody would have moved on. But because you put him in jail for it,
now we know.
Now he's some sort of like conqueror of something because he said fat lesbian. And also, who says fat lesbian is a bad thing?
Exactly.
They make the best chili.
No, they're great. Fat lesbians make the world go round. They build our cars. They cut down our trees. There's so many situations
where I would prefer a fat lesbian over anyone else.
They deliver our mail. They play outstanding softball. And you don't want to shoot pool with them because they'll clean you out. Fat lesbians.
They don't get the credit they deserve, honestly.
Tyrus, if they ban the phrase fat lesbian, how will I refer to Al Franken?
You know, luckily this happened in Switzerland, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to being neutral? I guess you guys, were they really neutral back then?
Yeah, more like neutered.
Yeah. They paid the interest on the gold, just saying. The history reference, you got to look it up. This is a bad sign, you know, but this is why America's great, where you can call people names and not go to jail for 60 days. So, I mean, but what he said was that, but apparently this guy is a habitual offender. He's been locked up before. He went into France and said that the Holocaust wasn't real and it's against the law over there. So he's been to jail before for his mouth. So this is, I'd like to think this is just, they didn't want him here anymore because he was doing it in France and now he's here. So maybe this is more the judge like, listen, we've had enough of this.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing this for show and we're going to put you in jail. And it worked because we're all talking about it. And, you know, and it was a gross mischaracterization to call her that. So.
You can't go to jail because you're a jerk. Yeah. Or I'd be in jail for
That's
life.
Right. You go to jerk for words over there, but you literally beat somebody up in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to send you to jail. It's not your fault. Couldn't he just say he's a victim of the system?
There you go.
He grew up watching raunchy comedies as a child. It's not his fault.
It was the Dean Martin roast.
Systemic roasting.
Don Rickles oppressed me. Douglas, you are actually a historian. Now, let me get this straight. Is Switzerland in Europe, right?
Not exactly.
Yes. See?
Continentally, yes.
Yes, see?
Politically, no.
Okay.
But that's not very interesting. We were talking about fat lizards, and then you get me onto the Swiss political
like Europe
system.
Is now, remember how we used to think that like Europe was the most open-minded, and now they're becoming the most intolerant.
Oh, they're the worst. They're the worst. By the way, I mean can't you just? I'm no lawyer, but can't you just like go to court and just present her as Exhibit A, and then just say just cause?
Yeah,
I think that works. I think that works still. No, what I mind about this actually is a bit of the LGBTQIA+2 spirit, the alphabet that's longer than the alphabet.
Yeah.
What I mind is the groups applauding this, because this goes exactly against what I think is the basic principle when people are arguing for gay rights, which is equality. Nothing more, nothing less. And this does not fit the shoe on the other foot test. If somebody had done this, said something, opposite kind, let's say, when gays weren't in the ascendancy as now, you would have said, look, free speech, that's it. It's not about invading your bedroom or your home. It's nothing about, it's just about privacy and all that sort of thing. It's only now that all of these LGBTQ groups are saying, oh, no, it's not about privacy. It's not about that. We want to be in your head. We want to be in your house. We want to prosecute you if you don't go along with everything we say. That's not equality. That's superiority.
Joe, as a successful chunky lesbian, were you offended?
I was more confused because I saw that picture of the two of them and I thought, well, who's who?
Yeah.
Well, like we've said, it wasn't a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
But, damn him and his accuracy. I thought that's a Swiss. I'm never buying a cuckoo clock again if they're against accuracy like that.